Bam. Do we have anything over here? Yeah, Miss Activision Blizzard. Yup. Like, I realize that pining for those days is kind of silly. The other thing I guess I would also mention is that... Oops. You stop being on fire? Thank you. The other thing I would mention about Blizzard, Activision, whatever, is, I will admit, the death of Blizzard has resulted in some really amazing games over the years. Well, okay, maybe not... Maybe death is a bit on the hyperbolic side of things, but, like... Okay, this feels like a... just pelts them with arrows kind of situation. Yep, accelerate is goofy. Pepper room and watch it burn. Let's see. Metamorphosis-ish? The problem is Metamorphosis would imply that Blizzard themselves got better. But no, it's all of the ex-Blizzard employees that, like, bailed and made their own studios and have been making their own studios. Like, that actually resulted in some pretty sweet developers over the years. Even if a lot of them have kind of moved on at this point already. Like, I was a big fan of Runic, but obviously they're down for the count. I mean, some of them are still there, kind of, sort of, working on Torchlight Frontiers. Like, I will admit, I'm almost more interested in what Torchlight Frontiers will be. Even if I feel like it's probably going to be a bit messier. Oh, there you are, jerk. And I know they, like, redid a lot of this stuff to make it less MMO-y and just more into, like, a regular Diablo-like, which I think was a smart decision. But, like, I don't know. Anything from Perfect Worlds just makes me kind of uncomfortable. I don't like them as a publisher, and I don't like the games that they make or their values. Yeah, it's just Torchlight 3 now. I mean, that's good, but it's still technically Torchlight Frontiers. Like, it's still going to be, in part, Torchlight Frontiers, even if they've moved away from that specific model. Like, I still think of the Nintendo Wii as the Dolphin from time to time, just because that was the original rumored name. And it's just been stuck in my head since forever. Which one? Perfect World? Okay. Am I not hitting him? Oh, shoot. Well, that didn't work. Apparently his hitbox is smaller than I gave it credit for. Well, it's okay. We do a ton of damage, so it's not so bad. It's a little weird how much faster he is than I am. But luckily I got his pattern down, so it's not so bad. Ow. Oh, hey. What's up, nerd? I gotta remember to get them stuck more often. It works shockingly well. And yeah, I've still got tons of arrows. So I'm good in that regard. Hello. Thank you for that, bread. Oh, you jerk. Now stay out of the blast wave, as I have killed myself and Shell with that before. Let's see. Use the Dolphin emulator once or twice, but that was years ago. I used to use it when I was in college. Namely, what I would do is specifically, like, if I owned a game, I wouldn't be able to bring it with me into, say, onto the train. I knew a couple of guys that actually would, like, hook up a full TV, console combo while they were on the train. But that was always super silly to me. I just emulate the games that I owned and just played them while I was mobile. It worked great, but I found I actually finished... Well, no. I guess it's not that I found that I finished less games, it's just that I don't finish games normally. Like, if it weren't for YouTube, I would almost never finish any game. As it stands, I am not finishing more games than I ever could have or would have, if I were gainfully employed some other manner. But I do actually manage to finish at least some more games than I normally do. Let's see, what's the enemy variety like in this? Can't imagine they made too many. They made a decent amount. It's still a lot of your standard mob types. The thing I would say, though, is... As an avid Diablo fan, none of the monsters ever really mattered to me, except for the, oh, what are they called? The pygmies in, Diablo 2. Those little assholes with the knives, and their shamans that would stack on top of each other and flamethrower you in the face. Those are the only enemies I think I've ever actually cared about in a Diablo-like. Everything else after that, apart from them, is just kind of like, whatever, who cares? It's just another trash mob for me to fight through, with the exception of, like, a handful of, like, mid-bosses that are kind of tough. And so, like, I actually really do appreciate that I have to care about what enemies I'm facing here. Which is something that I feel like more Diablo-likes need. Diablo. So they have added some new monster types, if you were familiar with the pre-existing ones from Minecraft. So it's not just going to be the ones that you're used to. But it's a lot of similar regular ones too. I say to the shamans that resurrected their resurrected enemies. They were annoying. I died. It was not uncommon for me to get torched to death and or stabbed to death by those little guys. Everything else, I don't know. I mean, I guess there was kind of oh shoot, what was his name? Whatever the lightning enchanted guy fairly early on in Diablo 2, he was kind of tough too. Rakanishu? I think it might actually be Rakanishu or something. But yeah, he was tough business. I didn't like him that much. But like whenever I play Diablo 3, and I haven't played a whole lot of it, I do not find myself paying any attention to what I'm fighting. And so, I would say that, like, Diablo absolutely has better variety than Minecraft Dungeons will ever manage. But I'm not necessarily sure if the variety is anything more than surface level. Whereas conversely, like, in this game and in Darksiders Genesis, both of those have enemies that you actually kind of have to care about, like, what you're doing and how you're fighting them. From paying attention to patterns, countering them, some of the, like, weird tricks and traps that they throw at you. And I find myself hoping we get more stuff like that. That was loud. Loud-ish. Okay. If I put him right here, I think we're good. Alright. Luckily, redstone golems are kind of chumps. Yep. Well, okay. Getting him stuck on a torch, not quite enough. Oh, that's a bad place to be. Alright, let's see if I can find him. Okay, here's better. This should be good. Water Tempted Fate. I just figured the brazier would be good enough. It was not. Luckily, these enemies are dumb as bricks. Renegade armor. Hello. Extra health, extra melee attack speed, damage reduction, and holy shit, this is amazing. This is everything that I could want. I guess with one notable exception, it does not have deflect. I'll live. Ooh, plate armor just has a flat chance to negate hits and the damage reduction. I'm really looking forward to some of the higher end equipment in this game. Because they keep rolling out, like, new stuff that, I mean, admittedly, it's not that fancy. It's still good. Okay, so I want to put points into protection, but I can't. That's fine. It also has protection. Yup. I'll get it if I can. I feel like deflection is by and far the better one, but it's okay. I'm definitely going to find myself missing my, deflection already. Being able to just disregard ranged attacks is kind of really nice. Okay, there we go. And acceleration is goofy. But yeah, I'm gonna stand by my statement of, like, well, Minecraft Dungeons might not have the, wow, got lucky on that one. Well, Minecraft Dungeons might not have the, like, breadth that a lot of similar Diablo-likes have. It really does manage to have a lot more interesting immediate content. Oh, cool. I'll shoot straight through things. And so if they can actually manage to expand the variety, I feel like it would quickly become actually one of the better ones. Oh, he was hiding right behind that. Got it. I still got 300 arrows, so it's not too bad. Okay. Probably should not be eating explosions. Because that sort of stuff hurts. Getting a lot of snacks here. I love it. Love to see mods for this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm hoping they add proper mod support to this fairly quickly. Because that's honestly, I'm going to say Minecraft's truest strength is how many people they have making custom content for it. Like, I'm sure there would be tons of people still playing it if it didn't have mods, but I'm sure mods are one of the prime reasons why people play more of it. I mean, it's pretty much the only reason why I loaded it up at the end of last year. I was just like, yeah, let's play some... Gosh, that was already like 6 months ago. I was like, okay, fine. Skyblock actually looks pretty dang fun. Let's give this a go. And it was pretty dang fun. I do not regret my choice. Is this... Aha! Oh, it's one of these. Into the lava with you, spider! Oh no, it does double damage. Double nothing is still nothing. Dingus. How long it'll take before an FPS mod shows up. Huh. It's an odd thought. Yeah, I could see it. What I'd love to see is actually somebody adapting this and making, like... What did I almost say? Oh, good. I don't actually lose the armor. Yeah, what would I say? It'd be interesting to have, like, a roguelike mode, actually, for this game. Or you just go into the infinite dungeon wearing nothing with, you know, maybe just a pickaxe or a sword or whatever, and you just dive in and rinse, repeat. Map dev to remake everything in Minecraft. Ha! I mean, honestly, probably would happen. It doesn't seem like they have too much variety in the level design. It doesn't bug me too much yet. Mainly because neither does Diablo. I think if I was going to spend like 100 hours playing this game, I'd care. But like, chances are I'm just going to play the 3 difficulties, get ridiculous, and then maybe see if I have some friends that want to like join me for some stuff. I know Alexis started playing this, and it'd be interesting to see if I could wrangle a number of the wholesome boys. Can't wait for somebody to recreate the entirety of Diablo in this game. You joke, but I would play that. Like, 100%, I would play through the entirety of Diablo 2 in Minecraft Dungeons. Because as it stands, I don't know if I have a whole lot of compunction to play my Diablo 2 again, itself. But, like, a weird fan mod recreation in Minecraft Dungeons? Yeah, I could do that. I guess the one alternative is, I would absolutely love to play, like, a Diablo hardcore marathon race run thing. Where it's effectively just like a bunch of YouTubers and streamers all playing it at the same time. You know, we have set sessions, 3 hours on Thursday or whatever. And if you die, you're out. And seeing if you can get through, maybe not Diablo 1, 2, and 3. Well, they did just put Diablo 1 on Good Old Games, so it's possible? But yeah, just run through all 3 of them in like a hardcore mode and see who would be surviving in the end. I honestly would not... I wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in my own survival, admittedly. Oh. Enchanters are pretty hilariously useless if there's nothing to enchant. Diablo 1 reminds me of the Butcher. Was that his name? Yup. The Butcher was freaking rough. Like, running into him was usually kind of a death sentence. At least early on. I'm sure he's not nearly as bad Like, I remember dumb kid me having so much trouble getting past him. Because he'd always spawn in, like, really small rooms with, like, zero space for me to maneuver. Well, I got loads of arrows. So I can probably squander them a little bit more than I have been. But I like playing somewhat conservatively with my ammo count. Just like my souls count for some reason. I just don't want to use it. Okay. Let's see. You want to do a playthrough of Diablo 2 with the UI jank. Puts you off every time. Spoiled by newer games. I believe somebody did like a... It's not an HD mod. But it effectively redoes the UI so it matches modern resolutions at the very least. It's not perfect. But that would probably be a decent stopgap if you're not picky about the visuals. Let's see. People were talking about the potential for a Diablo 2 remaster. That would be interesting. I would probably play it. I don't know. Like I said, I've got kind of hang-ups on modern Blizzard, so it's a little harder for me to say, like, yeah, I'd put time into that one. I probably still would be. Let's be honest here. But I wouldn't be as jazzed for it as, like, something new. Because I think my biggest thing when it comes to, like, games and game development and whatnot is I will always be a proponent of new and experimental and, like, pushing the genre ahead. Hence why I'm so positive about this game, despite the limited content and some of its foibles. And Darksiders Genesis, because I feel like both of those would be really good turning points. Where most other Diablo-likes are just kind of more of the same. I always like the Torchlight games, but their loot variety isn't diverse enough. Their loot variety was sad. Like, I remember... Well, okay, there's like two things. Torchlight, I love the idea of it. I love the visual style of it. And it had heart and soul. But I don't remember if you were hanging out in January when I was playing Torchlight 2. There's something about Torchlight 1 and 2. Okay, well, I'll hit him a couple of times. Okay, so he will not get stuck in the box. Get stuck over here, though? I have no idea if he's gonna get stuck over here. This could hurt. Yep. Okay, this hurts. I think the biggest problem is he can go up and over some of these. I don't have any braziers or anything. Yeah, I can just play Ring Around the Redstone Golem. Probably my best option. And I'm getting him down. Like, it's not so bad. He's definitely a lot easier to fight if you can get him stuck in a corner, though. Oop. Alright. Oh, he didn't die. Dang. The enemies can resist TNT. That doesn't feel good. Played Torchlight 2 a couple of times. You know nothing about the story. Yeah, I got a lot of problems with it, I guess. Hello! Hello! I got an elite power bow. Look at that massive arrows. This was nuts. Well, that was easy. And that is why I saved all of my arrows. I'll have to admit, accelerate's pretty silly. I'm not digging that much. Is there really, like, much of a reason to come up here apart from just murder? I think it's mostly just murder. I guess it's like the slightly easier way of getting up and around, but still. Damn! That worked really well. Let's get out of here.
The fiery forge is destroyed. The war machines of the Illagers have been smashed.
Let's see. Hey, thank you, Druidic Lich, for the 8-month resub. What would you suggest this game to someone who likes heavy strategy games? Not overwhelmingly. Like, there is kind of a strategic element to this, but this is not a heavy strategy game, if that's what you're really looking for. Ooh, okay. Elite power bow, charged. Wow, that does some damage. Is it worth it replacing the melter bow, though? Not really. Oh, the level scale is real good, though. I'll think about it. But yeah, this is much more of an action-adventure. So, I'd still recommend it. Like, it's a pretty fun game. But I don't know if I'd go so far as to say this is a good strategy game. What I would recommend within kind of the strategy game genre will always be Endless Legend. I always found that to be real fun. And Chroma Squad, if you haven't played that one. I don't know. There's probably more than that. But those are the ones I will always put to. Put up as a suggestion. Alright, you can undo those. That's kind of fun. Alright, so we got the redstone mines, redstone mines. We got the fiery forge, so all we have is high block halls and obsidian pinnacle. Let's see. So yeah, we are more than at the correct difficulty level here. What about this one? Okay, so we're almost there. I just gotta level up one more past. Perfect. How'd you recommend Creeper World? I actually wouldn't. I've never played it. Right, we don't need to see that. Hey, TommyCon, you hanging out? You wanna let me know where the next one is? Oh, there we go. Is in the open area of this level. Look for an unopened torch on the wall. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, those guys are going to be chunky. I'd like to boost my attack speed even further with those guys. At least going berserk usually does the trick. Usually-ish. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to squander too many arrows here just because I only have so many. Let's see. Left shield opens the door. Here? Hey, thank you. Oh, we've unlocked the underhalls. That's a new one. Wait, wow, Wandered never played Creeper World. Could have sworn. It's a great strategy game. Honestly, it's on the list. I was just waiting for Creeper World 4? It's either 3 or 4. Whatever the next one is, that's the one I'm waiting for. Before I dive in. It's kind of the same thing with the Gem Tower Defense. That, like... I love those games. They're real fun. Or those types of games, they're real fun. But it's just a matter of, like, time. Because I never played them before this channel became a thing, I guess. Mainly just because limited time, I had other things to work on. And so I lacked the nostalgia to push me to play it normally. And that means the easy excuse for me to play a game is, did a new version come out? And the answer is, not yet. Be interesting to see Gemcraft in isometric 3D. Would be. I would love to see them actually overhaul Gemcraft's visuals. Because I enjoyed Gemcraft when I played it, but, like, it does look very dated. I don't really have anything too much against dated visuals, but, like, it is less nice here. See, it was very 2006, or whenever the first one happened. Yeah. Like, I sympathize. I think it's just one person that makes the Gemcraft games. At the same time, like, after a certain point, hire an artist. I have the same problem with the Serialum games. They're absolutely amazing productions in terms of quality and whatnot, but there's just something really disappointing with how those games look. That I've just never been able to get around. And I try, because I love Monster Collection games, but it has to look at least, you know, what is it, Monster Sanctuary level, before I'm willing to put time into it. And anything sub that is just like, eh. You don't know what it would do with 3D graphics. From my perspective, it's not that it would need 3D graphics, it's just that an art style overhaul would make it feel fresher. What's a good example? Easy way to describe it is, like, if they ever made a Factorio 2 and it just looked like Factorio 1, I would feel kind of disappointed. I'm not asking for, like, ridiculous overhauls necessarily, but, like, there's a reason why Satisfactory looks so nice. And, I mean, a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's just a very solid art team working at Coffee Stain. But it's still one of those where, like, I don't know. I just feel like it would help revitalize the game a little bit more and give it some more options. Like, Gemcraft with some verticality would be lovely. Verticality, change in visuals would make things more easily identifiable at a glance. Yeah, I still would like to, is this a door that I can open? It looks like it, but I have no idea. See, Factorio's had a graphics overhaul. Oh yeah! Their most recent graphics overhaul looks a lot nicer. Let's see. Graphics are never that important to you, as long as they're clear enough to be understandable. That was one of the problems I did run into with Gemcraft, was that the visuals weren't. Like, this, for example, is Minecraft with a very minor graphic overhaul, which is mainly just a shader and a different camera angle, and I think it works great. I wouldn't ask for, like, higher def Minecraft. At the same time, I guess as kind of a counterpoint to the point I'm already making, is that, hey, thank you, Shell. I played, I avidly play Dragon Quest Builders whenever they make a new one. Those games are fantastic. And they took the Minecraft visual style and made it into this softer, nicer looking thing, and I really appreciate that, actually. But I think just the point I guess I'm stuck on is, as much as I enjoyed Gem Tower Defense, if they were to send me another one, or if, like, I were to play the next one, and it looked the exact same with minor differences compared to the last, I don't know. I think I would have trouble playing more of it. Okay. Shell wants my attention, but she's yelling from the opposite side of the house, and there are monsters coming after me. Let's get to a safe spot, and I'll try and figure out what she's saying. Okay, let's go over here. Oops, that was my potion. Whatever, it's fine. Okay. We all good? We're all good. Let's go find this torch. It's apparently on the northern wall. And now I'm fed, so I don't have to complain about being hungry anymore. I don't know about you guys, but there's a couple of things. Like, do you guys have something... It's not a pet peeve, but it's like a state of being where you just cannot do stuff. For me, it's a couple of things. Like, I can keep going no matter how tired I am normally. Alright, let's see. I don't see the torch on the northern wall here. I did pass it. Okay. There it is. I see it. Alright. We good? We good. I'm gonna utilize this quick first. Oh, I lost him. I've completely lost him. Oh, there he goes. Come back here, you. You swine! Let's see, headache. I can do anything with. I'm kind of lucky with my headaches that as long as I don't move my head, I kind of forget. I'm definitely less functional when I have a bad headache. But it's not quite as bad. But yeah, Oh, wait. Oh, no. I bet I forgot to pick up a rune previously. I bet I just pressed the button once or twice. Oh, no. Well, I guess it'll be an easy thing to check. I'm gonna just go back to camp. I'm not gonna say I'm running out of time. But I'm getting a little lazy here. Whoops, that's not it. Oh. There we go. Because I bet I haven't been picking up as many runes as I'd like. Book. No, I did get them all.